Look, even if you live in the world's cleanest home, if you have streaky mirrors, streaky glass, and smudges on your flat screens, your house is not gonna look clean. And there's definitely a right way to go about this and a wrong way to go about this. But if you know the right products and tools and techniques to get the job done right, your mirrors, windows, glass, touchscreens are gonna look amazing. And that's exactly what I wanna teach you how to do in this video. By the way, if you're new here, welcome to Clean My Space. My name is Melissa Maker. I'm an accidental cleaning expert. What does that mean? It means I hate to clean, but I love to find the most efficient and effective ways to get the job done right the first time, so you're in the right place. By the way, in this video, you're going to see me using a flat weave cloth, and that is sold at Makers Clean, which is my sister company, and I've got a link to that down below in case you're interested. So if you haven't done so already, make sure that you subscribe to the Clean My Space channel. All right, let's get out our cloths and our correct cleaning sprays, and let's get this job done. So rather than buying a store-bought glass cleaner, I whip my own up. I use equal parts water and white vinegar. So here I'm using a cup and a cup. I'm also adding 5 drops of peppermint essential oils because it just smells nice. Now, the technique that I'm using is I'm spraying the entire mirror fairly liberally with the product. I'm not holding back, but I'm also not flooding it. I'll wait just a sec, and then I'm using my microfiber cloth, my glass and mirror microfiber cloth here. I folded it up into quarters. It just makes it easier to handle, and it gets you a more even finish. And then I'm using the S pattern, starting from the top, working my way to the bottom. And this is a huge mirror, so I'm breaking it into sections, starting with the left side and then moving my way over to the right side. Now, we do get asked about using essential oils in glass cleaners and if you will get streaks on the mirror because there's a bit of oil in the product. Not gonna happen. You know, 5 little drops of essential oils won't show up on your mirrors, won't leave streaks, and certainly won't ruin a microfiber cloth. One other thing I want to point out when you're cleaning a mirror is to make sure that you don't let the little area at the bottom catch any drips. You know, some's gonna get in there while it's, being cleaned, but make sure that when you're done, you do a nice finishing wipe at the bottom. If you don't do that over time, it can really age and kind of rust your mirror. Before we move on, I have to tell you that I have been using these DIY glass and window and mirror cleaning recipes since I started my cleaning business back in 2006. It has saved me so much money. And that brings me to a common question, which is, are you on team Windex and paper towel, or are you on team DIY and microfiber cloth? Let me know what you do in the comments down below. While water and vinegar is a very effective glass cleaner, sometimes you need to level up a little bit. So a perfect example of heavy duty glass cleaning would be a glass panel in a home with children or pets. Now, a lot of friends and family were very surprised when we chose this because they said you're gonna be cleaning it all the time. But I know how to clean it, so it's not that bad. But yeah, the truth is my daughter does get her handprints all over here and it does get quite messy. So the secret sauce that I'm using to clean, you can see it looks a little bit milky, is the exact same recipe as the regular glass cleaner. So equal parts water and white vinegar, 5 drops of peppermint essential oils, which was totally optional. But to it, I added a tablespoon of cornstarch. Now, cornstarch is interesting because it acts as this super fine abrasive that we can use. And when I say abrasive, I more mean it can lift dirt off a surface, but it absolutely will not scratch glass, which is why it's so unique and so useful for this particular application. Anything in my house that has a flat screen has fingerprints. My tablet looks disgusting right now. And this phone, laptops, you name it, it's got fingerprints and marks, and these surfaces need to be cleaned fairly regularly. But we've also been told we're not supposed to use product on these surfaces. So what we do know is that if we use product, it can remove some of the important coatings that these surfaces have. It can also leave permanent marks. So you want to make sure you're using something that is safe. Moreover, you want to make sure that you're using a flat weave cloth, like either an optical cloth like what I have here, which is just the smaller version, also great for glasses, or the bigger version, our glass and electronics cloth. This also goes for television screens. The reason you want to use something that's flat is because it can't hold on to any debris, so it will not scratch any of these surfaces. I've done a lot of research, and when I do research, I just call manufacturers directly and I get them to shoot straight with me. So I called Apple and I said, help me understand how to clean these screens properly. And they said, in no uncertain terms, you can use equal parts water and rubbing alcohol to clean our electronics. But the way to do it, and I've been saying this for years, is to spray your recipe onto your cloth. So it should feel about as damp as a sneeze. And if it feels too wet, you can kind of tap it off on your hand before you clean the surface. You never spray the electronic item directly. So in here, I've already got half of this little teeny tiny bottle filled up with water. I'm going to fill the rest up with rubbing alcohol. So I'll shake this up, give it a little spritz, tap it off on the back of my hand. That is just enough. I'll start at the top, using the S pattern, work my way to the bottom, and almost immediately it takes off dirt, fingerprints, you name it, it's gone. Years ago, I asked a woman who worked at a janitorial supply company what the best way was to do this, and she said quite simply, double-sided squeegee, hot water, vinegar, dish soap, rectangular bucket. That has not failed me, and I'm gonna show you exactly what to do. So first, get a bucket. I'm planning to use about 2 gallons of water. That's so I can dunk my squeegee in. So the recipe that I'm using is for 1 gallon, so just level it up depending on how much you're going to be using for your windows. So it's 1 gallon of hot water, 1 cup of white vinegar, and a teaspoon of dish soap. Mix that all together and then dunk your squeegee in. Let it really get nice and saturated. The squeegee I'm using here, this is a double-sided squeegee, so this kind of has like an absorbent pad and a microfiber exterior, which is great for picking up dirt and also depositing liquid onto the glass surface. And then I'll flip it over, repeating my steps, working my way from top to bottom, left to right, swiping it clean with this rubber squeegee. Now, if this for whatever reason gets nicked, kind of like a windshield wiper blade, you can easily replace this rubber part, which makes this tool something that you will have for quite a while. It's a really good investment piece and it will keep your exterior windows and glass looking amazing. And that's it. That's all it takes to get your windows, your mirrors, and your screens looking streak-free and gorgeous without anything expensive, without excessive scrubbing and buffing and rubbing. Now you know how to be efficient and effective and get this job done. And just a reminder, if you love that cloth, you can find it at makersclean.com, and I've got a link for you down below. Also, if you want more cleaning solutions to your cleaning challenges, I've got a newsletter that comes straight to your inbox every week. It's called The Dirty Dish, and you can sign up for it. I've got a link down below for you as well. If you love the work that we do here at Clean My Space, consider becoming a member. It really helps support us. One of the biggest challenges you might ever encounter will be getting rid of soap scum. And I've got a video all about how to make the removal of soap scum really easy, and it's right over here. Remember, if you haven't done so already, you can subscribe to the Clean My Space channel. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.